So, hi guys, how you guys doing today? Today, I just want to talk about not drinking from people bitter cup. And what I mean by not drinking from their bitter cup, meaning say if you don't have a problem with someone, somebody have a problem with you. When you find out, you end up having a problem just because they have a problem with you. That's not good. You know, sometimes we got to avoid people. And let me just give an example. Like with me, I used to always going around saying, I don't like people who don't like me. And I used to always say that for years. I don't like no one, anyone that don't like me, I don't like them. And I happened to really sit down and think about it. Like, does that really make sense? You don't have a problem with these people. You don't hate these people. So you're not gonna like someone just because someone don't like you? That's ridiculous. You know how much energy you got to put into not liking someone? You got to, first of all, you got to remember that you don't like them. You got to remember what they did to you. Carry that around, that burden around. Like I said, the bitter cup. Let's call it the bitter cup. You got to carry that bitter cup around. You got to remember everything what they did to you. And there's other important things in life that you got to worry about. So you just going to sit around and carry that bitter cup everywhere you go, just trying to remember all the bad things that they did to you, just so you can remember not to like them. That's too much load. Remind you, if you're a grown up, you got kids to take care of. You have to go to work. You got bills to pay. You have a lot of things to take care of out of your personal life. You have to take care of. And you're going to sit around and carry that load around just because someone don't like you. So you're not going to like them back. It doesn't make sense. Like, leave people alone with their own little bitter cup. It's ridiculous to me. Another example, what I would do, like, say if I have a group of friends, for some reason, whenever I have a group of friends, people who come around, they always felt like I'm the one that's probably gossiping about them, talking bad about them, and they would not like me. And the person who I'm with, who's actually talking bad about them, and I'm the one defending them, because my thing is, if you haven't done anything to me, I don't felt like I should be sitting around talking about you. Like, I talk about people who done something to me because I have to have a reason to talk about people. Okay? So if you haven't done absolutely anything to me, right? I don't have no problem with you. So some of my friends, they like talking about people. They would go there and talk about people in the most nasty ways. And just because I associate with these people would think like I'm the one talking bad about them and I be the one defending them. So they would have a problem with me. And when I find out that they have a problem with me, now I got a problem with them because they got a problem with me. And I'm like, that is so stupid. Like, that is so dumb. Like, why would I have problem with somebody just because they have a problem with me? Remember, they the one with the problem. They the one felt whatever the way they felt about me. They have the one with the issue. I don't. So why I should be sitting around having problem with people, matching people energy? I'm tired of that because it's so much effort you got to put into matching people energy, and there's important things in your life that you have to take care of. Okay? Very important things in your life that you have to take care of. So you don't got no business sitting around talking about you're gonna match people energy and you got important things to do. Like, I always be like, people worrying about the wrong thing. It's like people who, you're about to get evicted, you're about to be homeless, and you there worrying about if somebody don't like you. You didn't worry about is somebody saying nasty things about you when you're about to get homeless. And I'm not throwing no shade at no one. I'm just speaking of how my mind works, how I process things. If I have important things like I don't have no money to feed my kids, that's very important to me in my life. My neighbor and them arguing, y'all. I'm being nosy. But anywho, let's get back to the video. But anyway, like when you have important things in your life to worry about, it's like, why are you gonna sit around and worry about who don't like you, who have a problem with you, who felt this way about you, who over there talking about you when you got kids to feed? Like, those things is not important, and that's what I mean. Like, leave people to drink from their own bitter cup. If you don't have a problem with someone, just because someone have a problem with you does not mean that you should just get up and have a problem with them also. Like, no, leave people and let them drink from their own bitter cup. Like, I'm not going there with you. I have to put too much energy in you when I need to put that energy in my own personal life to better myself, to make sure my kids is okay, to make sure my bills are paid, to make sure my mental health is okay and my health also is okay. So, this video is just about leaving people with their bitter cup. I'm not drinking from no one bitter cup. You're going to keep it. I may not deserve the things you say about me. I may not deserve the way you treated me. I may not deserve none of it, but I'm not going to overreact. I'm going to leave you with that cup. I'm not drinking from that cup with you. So, this video is just to let people know, like, because somebody have a problem with you doesn't mean that you should have a problem with them. Just because somebody don't like you doesn't mean that you should not like the person either. Leave people alone and let they drink from their own little bit bitter cup. I know my hair looking messy, y'all. Went out last night with my homegirl, and this way is looking terrible. It needs to be fixed. I just woke up. So I'm like, oh, let me just make this video because it been on my mind to make this video about bitterness, you know? And even with this, here's another situation, right? I wanted, like, with how my mom treated me, right? It may have been wrong. It may not have been right. And, the way she passed away, I don't felt like she should have passed away the way she did. And, when I got into an argument with one of my family member and they start saying, oh, your mother hates you and all that stuff. I was getting upset, and then I was getting upset with her, and I'm like, why are you gonna get upset with her? Like, she didn't even do anything. Like, leave people and let them drink from their own bitter cup. Like, if you want to do something nice for your mom, because what I want to do, I wanted to do like a nice little documentary for her. And, because the way she passed away, nobody deserved to go through all that stuff. She ended up buying, oh, I have to tell you guys a story too. She ended up buying a house in Jamaica, and then she have her sister living in there. When she have her sister living in there, they didn't have to pay any rent or anything. So when my mother ended up getting deported, she ended up going back to her house. Remind you, her sister and her kids living there for like about 10 years plus. Anywho, because of and it's a very nice neighborhood. It seemed like it was like a gated neighborhood they live in, so they seemed rich. They was going around telling people that was their house. And when my mother got deported, she well, my aunt and my sister, she couldn't get along, and then my sister got deported also. So um listen, I would talk all day about this. I would have to make a separate video talking about this, okay? So you guys have a wonderful day.